Now that our back is nice and warm, we're going to level off our back almost as though it's a tabletop position. So imagine a glass of water or a cup of tea is just balancing on your lower back, and it has to stay nice and stable or it's going to spill. Now we're going to do this. First one is called bird dog, and then I'm going to show you windmill. So bird dog looks like this. You pull in your abdominals nice and tight. Your back is straight and level. I'm going to lift up my right arm and my left leg, and I'm going to reach them in opposite directions, almost as though I were pointing, as though I were a bird dog. So I'm not just hanging here, I'm reaching. So right away, I'm already strengthening my back. And then you switch to the other side. So you slowly come down and then switch sides. So remember, it's not inactive limbs, they're active limbs. My head is not up too high. Unless you want to just check yourself in the mirror, totally fine. But once you're done that, your head comes down to the point where your ear is in line with your bicep. And that's proper positioning for the cervical spine. You're going to hold that for about a 3 to 5 count on each side, and probably do about 5 to 10 on each side. Now, windmill is just a variation on bird dog for when you're a little bit more advanced. You lift up opposite arm, opposite leg. You reach, just like in bird dog, but watch what I do with my arm. I'm going to bring it out to 90 degrees, so not here, but here. My leg comes out by about maybe 20 degrees, 30 degrees. What a lot of people do is they forget about that cup of tea on their lower back, and they bring out the leg really far, and then you can see what that does to my back. It tilts it up. So remember that the hip joint is a different joint than the shoulder joint. Shoulder joint has much more range of motion. The hip does not. So arm 90 degrees, leg 20 degrees, 20 to 30, and then back and open and back. Probably going to do about 5 on each side. Be mindful that your abs stay in the entire movement, that your back stays level. Now I know it's hard to know what your back body is doing, so I would do this in front of a mirror. Really check your posture, see what you're doing. Keep the arm up to your ear level, and imagine you've got a pencil on the end of your fingertips, and you want to trace a half circle with your arms or with your fingers, and each time you want to reach just outside of that half circle. So again, the arms stay active, and the one way to do that is imagine painting the circle and then following it or going just outside it. And then end this exercise off with a cat and a cow stretch, and that's a great exercise for the lower back.